Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
What's going on, Kylie?
Hi there. Thanks
Hey.
for taking my call.
You bet. What's going on?
Okay, so my husband and I are in a situation. So right now we are just not making ends meet. We're in the negative every month, and I'm trying to figure out if we file bankrupt or if we don't see another way. So we're just trying to figure that out right now.
So the bills that you have, we're not paying the bills that we have, and I'm assuming there's debt as well, right?
Yeah. So we have that. We're paying our bills. We're not behind on like food, house, electricity. Any of we're doing taking care of ourselves.
And you're paying minimums on the debt as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So can you kind of list out the debt for us?
Yes. So we have $80,000 in student debt.
Okay.
Which we're not paying on, and I'm in school, so it's all deferred. Not that it doesn't exist, but
are you still accruing? Hold on. Are you still accruing student loan debt?
I think technically it opens up this weekend, right?
No, I mean you said you're still in school, so I'm saying, are you still continuing to take loans to pay?
I am getting. Yep.
Girl, we're gonna talk about that.
No,
We'll talk about that. Let's take it one thing at a time, though. So far we've got the $80,000 in student loans. What else?
Yes. And we have $30,000 in personal loan. There's 25 personal loan, and then another 5,000 is credit cards.
Okay. And so you're in school. Are you working at all while you're in school?
I work part-time from home. We have 4 kids, and we homeschool.
Oh, wow. Part-time from home, 4 kids. You're homeschooling. What are you earning working part-time from home?
I bring home around $21,000 a year.
Okay. And what is your husband earning?
He is making right now, he just got a new job in his new degree field, and he's only making $36,000 a year.
What is he doing?
He's doing software support. So he went and got his IT and coding stuff, and he couldn't find a better job.
Yet.
When I hear what the coders are pulling in this building, it makes me wish I'd gone to coding school.
That's what we also thought, but I mean, we would take any leads.
Okay. Here's when you tell me your income, my brain goes to the average income, the median income in America. And I'm always striving to get people at least to the median, all right, which is around 67,000, just to know all right, I'm in the game. So I really want that to be your goal very, very quickly. You got $115,000 in debt. If we want to make this needle move, the secret sauce here is getting the income up and running, cranking. And the thing that I want you to understand is you can't solve a problem while simultaneously creating it. And right now you're still adding to the debt. And so any movement that you make forward is going to feel futile. So what I want to do is stop the bleeding. And so you're going to school now. What's the end game of this?
So I'm in my master's to be a licensed counselor.
Okay. How much time is left and how much more money is being added to this bill?
How much time is left? 3 to 4 years. I'm doing very part-time. And I honestly don't even know the end. Probably at least another 50.
Can I say something really hard?
Don't do that.
Can I say it, John?
I've got a PhD in counseling. I'm gonna tell you, don't do it. I was a graduate school professor. Here's why I'm telling you that: $50,000 on top of the other $80,000 for a clinical mental health counseling degree is gonna be a nightmare to pay off. And dude, I was a graduate school professor. I need more counselors out there. I want people to go to graduate school and get their counseling degrees. Here's the deal: you're broke. Y'all can't afford this, and you got 4 kids.
Yeah.
You have to make some radical, hard choices. We want the idea of homeschooling all 4 of our kids. Maybe they got to go to public school for a couple of years while we clean up the mess that the adults in the house made. My husband really wants to be a coder, but he can make about that much money being an assistant manager at McDonald's right now. He's going to go find a job, and a second one too. Y'all are in a situation, and I think you want to I want to be a licensed therapist. Dude, I want that so bad for you. We want to homeschool our kids. I so badly want that for you. I want him to be a coder because they keep saying we're going to make $200,000. I want that for him too. Yeah. But the reality is those things aren't real right now. What is real is y'all can't breathe because you owe so much money. And let me tell you this, and you probably learned this in your grad school classes already. Your children absorb the tension in your home.
Yeah.
And if mom and dad can't pay bills, then mom and dad are struggling with each other. And those kids are absorbing that every second of every day. See what I'm saying? And so sometimes it's a dream deferred. Several times in my second doctoral program, I had to quit. I took off a semester because I had to take care of things at home. I had to take care of things with me and my wife. And so it may be the time. And there's going to be a state school that I promise you can get a great clinical master's degree. It's going to be infinitely cheaper than what you're doing.
And you'll be able to pay cash as you go.
I know it's hard, but you and your husband aren't dealing with reality. And I don't mean that like you're not living on the moon. Y'all just don't make enough money. And you want to do this, and you want to do this, you want to do this. If you put all 4 of your kids in public school on Monday and you went to work full time, you instantly are able to breathe. Instantly. And if he says
3 of them are too young for school, but yeah.
Okay, but you get the sense of what I'm saying, right? Or you reach out to somebody at a local church and you get some help, or you take your part-time job and you look at your husband and say, you're making $36,000, you were trying to get off the ground with this, great. And I know you want to be around with all 4 kids, great, but we have to have more money right now.
Yeah. There is going to be a sacrifice.
There's
going to be a
no
trade.
Way that there's not a sacrifice.
There's going to be a sacrifice. There's going to be a trade. And that's based on what you say the priority is. I mean, we can say this is a money show and this, John's going to speak to the other side of it, but we're always going to prioritize what gets you feeling peace and feeling freedom first. And I think a lot of times people think, probably in your mind, you're like, I'll get my degree, I'll be able to earn more money. And that was the path. But then you pull back and you're like, wait a second, this is just creating more like frustration, more debt, more chaos. And when that happens, you do have to stop and regroup and go, okay, what was the priority again? What was the thing? Because everything can't be A1. If everything's A1, then you start going crazy really
Nothing's
quickly.
A1.
Yeah. And so something goes on the chopping block. And that's the really, really hard part of this conversation, not just for you, Kylie, but for so many folks listening. Thank you for the call, because I think just by you sharing your story, it provides clarity for a lot of people. Because, John, you're so right. You have to make hard choices. Very rarely in life do you get to just get all of it at once.
Well, and you mentioned something goes on the chopping block. And if you don't want it to be your degree, you don't want it to be your career dream, it will be your marriage.
Yeah.
It will be your relationship with your kids.
Yeah, it'll be your peace.
Something has to pay the piper. And so let it be the adults in the house.
That is such a good word. You got to make the sacrifice. And you know what? Sometimes I don't like the word sacrifice, John. I like to call it a trade. Because it's really, what are you trading? What are you getting in return? And when you say it like that, it has, a better ring to it.